Hey everybody, it's your girl Tennessee North. And yeah, today I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to make a dinner. Now it's a real simple dinner, but it's a dinner. Yeah. And before I make this dinner, I like to ask for a special request that you give a moment of silence at the time that you watch this video. I don't know what day you'll see this on, but at the time you watch this video, to give a moment of silence for my state, Tennessee, about the tragedy that took place here on Monday. Yeah. Now, Tennessee North is not blood kin to the families, but state kin, because they're from my state. Yeah. There's no sense in what took place here, and no family should have to endure what these families have endured. No. I don't have the words. And it's just, I said I should give a moment of silence. Let's pray that they find a way to stop this senseless, put an end to this gun violence. These guns don't need to be sold. This is not a way to protect yourself. This is not where you type of gun you use to for survival, to hunt for, not to protect your home. No. My heart is broken. Yeah. Yeah. Just ask for special prayer for the state and their families. Yeah. These are all our families, because we could all have been these families. And I pray we never have to see this again. Yeah. Moment of silence. Thank you. And on with this video. In this video, I'm going to make something real simple. You know, it's going to be some stuff that I remember and that I like. Well, my mom used to fry sweet potatoes. And it's just sweet potatoes. This is going to be a simple video. Peel them, slice them, fry them in a skillet. Yeah. It's nothing hard about it. I'll show you. And a cabbage. Yeah. Nobody likes cabbage here but me and the mister. And I got a taste for a cabbage, and goes good with the sweet potatoes. Yeah. And I thought I'd make some chicken fried steak. Yeah. Hadn't had it in a while. Yeah. And I thought, wow. I like brown gravy. I thought I'd throw some mushrooms in these. Yeah. To me, brown gravy has more flavor. And another thing, Old Tennessee North don't like white gravy. I know on country fried steak, they put white gravy. Well, Tennessee North don't like white gravy. And this ain't country fried steak. This is my version of, well, this is my version. Chicken fried steak, and I'm putting brown gravy on it. Yeah, because that's what I like. But the star of this show is, I don't know if you ever had any, and Tennessee North has ran all over looking for, I know you probably can't tell what it is, Cracklin. Yeah. These Cracklins make some good cornbread. If you can get some good ones. All of them ain't good. Now, the Cracklin that I normally get, it's got that good smoke. You can smell it through the package. Can't find it. Excuse me. And used to get it anywhere. Most of those little country stores, and called everywhere. Can't find it. Nowhere. Nobody has it. So I called around, and I've been looking for these for months. Finally, I decided to call the Amish. And just so happened, down in this little town, about maybe 30 minutes away, told me they had it. I said, what? So I got up and I said, I'm going to run down there. It's worth the ride. If they're good. There'd only somebody have them. So I'm going to take a chance. So about a couple of weeks ago, there's a little small town going the other direction, about maybe 25 minutes away. Theirs wasn't good. It was greasy. Hardly any crackling in it. Was not worth my ride, but I went because they're the only ones at the time said they had it. So these Amish people I called the other day said, hey, we got some in the freezer. I thought, I'm going to run down there and find out. So I did, and this is what they had. Now, I opened them and tasted them right when I got in the parking lot. I said, let me open and taste it. Not too bad. Don't have that smoke taste, you know, right out the smokehouse. It didn't have that taste, but I think I can work with it. We're going to find out. So, and this is going to be the star of the show. Some crackling cornbread. And if I'm going to make some crackling cornbread, I had to have something with it. That's the reason for the cabbage. And if I'm going to make the cabbage, I need something to go with it. That's the reason for the sweet potatoes. So I got to make some meat. So I thought I'd make some chicken fried steak because I haven't had it in a while. See? That's the reason to my madness. So, yeah. And for the ones who don't know what crackling is, they're little pieces of skin, pork skin. They're kind of like broke up, and yeah, they're just crackling pork skins. Yeah. And you put them in your cornbread. And if they're good, yeah, close your eye. if they had that smoke on it, they would sure enough close your eye. But they ain't got the smoke on them, but we're gonna see. So, let me get set up, and I'll be back. Okay, in this pot of water, I'm gonna put my cabbage in. I'm gonna add some salt to this water. Some salt. And I'm going to add some butter or margarine or I'm going to put some Blue Bonnet in here. Put whatever you like. I'm going to put a couple of big heaping spoons of it. You know, I don't measure because I don't put any meat in mine. Grease does something. Grease and cabbage together does something to Tennessee. No, I put butter. I mean, you put what you want. I can't handle it. Okay. And I'm gonna throw some green pepper and onions off in there as well. It's optional. I like onions and I like green pepper in mine. It's good with the flavor. Gonna bring it up on a boil. Then I'm gonna put my cabbage in. I got my cabbage over here in the sink. I've already washed it, cut it up. Gonna add it to the pot. Hold on. Okay, it's boiling. I'm going to start adding my sweet potatoes. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to add my cabbage. You don't need but a little water because cabbage cooked down. Okay. So, I'm going to let this cook down. After it cooks down a little bit, then I'm going to add some seasoning. Hold on. Let me get my top to put on this. Okay. So, let's get a Cracklin on. And what you want to do is boil these. And they're just pork skins. I'll show you what they look like. Oh, right here. Yeah, they're just pork skins. Yeah. Like you do a shoulder and they take the skin off before they smoke it or barbecue it. And they chop it up, pulled pork. This is what the skin comes off. Pulled pork. Okay? And we want to put it in a pot. pot of water, and you want to boil it. Now I'm not making very much, so I'm just going to put about a handful, a couple of handfuls in. Depending on how many crackling you want in your bread. So I'm going to put a couple of handfuls, about right there. And you want to boil it till they kind of, the flavor comes off and they soften down, because you're going to put it in some bread. I'm going to put it in the Martha White. This is the kind I use, self-rising. You use what kind you want. This is the kind I use. Okay? Now I'm going to put it on the stove and let it boil. And we'll come back. Okay. Now I've peeled my sweet potatoes. And I'm going to cut them up. Just slice them. I'm not making very much. I'm just going to make some slices. I don't want them too thick, but I don't want them too thin either. Just like that. So they're not going to take very long to cook. Now you could make them the long way, but you know, sweet potatoes are hard to cut. Better to cut them this way. This is the way I cut mine. But you can cut them the long way if you like. I'm not making that many, so. Let me get the rest of this last one cut up, and I'll be right back. Okay, this skillet right here, we're going to fry these sweet potatoes. There should be enough room for them. So I'm going to put some butter in here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And to that butter, I'm going to add a little oil. That butter will pop up on you. And the top. I'm going to start putting this in. You know, margarine and all the others have a little water to it, whereas butter doesn't. kind of lay it in there. Let me clean my stove up a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Had to clean up around my stove. Don't like no mess. Okay. So cabbage is looking pretty good. I'm going to put a top on these sweet potatoes. And we'll be back. Okay. That's what we're looking like right now. Kind of toss them around a little bit. If you need to, add a little butter. You can right here. I think I'm going to put a little more butter in there. Because you don't want it to go dry. And just a little more oil, just a little bit. Put the top back on. The next time I open it up, we're going to put some sugar on it. Okay, let's check out cabbage. They're looking good. I'm going to add some seasoning. I'm going to add a little touch of love to this. Now, you know I put the butter in there when I put them on. The onion and the bell pepper. Now I'm adding a little touch of love. Okay, put top back on. Our crackling is still going good. Okay, and always cook on low. Don't cook it on high. Let me get my chicken ready. Hold on. Okay, we're going back over here. And check the sweet potatoes. Now we're going to add some sugar. You don't need much. Just according on how much you want on it. And I'm also add some cinnamon. And because I like nutmeg, I'm going to add a little nutmeg. It's optional. Just a little bit. Give it a stir. Hold one. Okay, sorry about that. Had to answer the door. Okay. This is what we're looking like. Get a better look. Yeah. This way you can taste it, see if it's sweet enough for you. I like my sweet potato sweet. Yep. I'm gonna put just a little more, just for me. Just a little bit. And I want just a little more cinnamon, because that's what I like. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to cut this off and leave the top on it. And I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, now I'm going to mix up my seasoning for my chicken fried steak. Now in this bowl, I got about a half a cup of flour. About a cup of flour. Because I'm not measuring. Cornstarch. About a half a cup of cornstarch in there. It's probably about a half a cup of each. And I'm going to mix this up in there. It's about a half a cup of cornstarch, half a cup of flour. Mix that up right there. Hold on. Okay. And to that, I'm going to add some garlic. About a tablespoon of garlic. Well, maybe not a tablespoon. I would say about a teaspoon. Teaspoon and a half. About the same with the onion powder. Some black pepper. Like I said, I'm not measuring black pepper. I'm just shaking. You know how much seasoning you want. Okay? Add the amount of seasoning you want. You know how you like to season your food. And Old Faithful. Take a little of that in there. And I'm just gonna mix all that together. Okay. Now I'm gonna add some water. So it's like a pancake batter. Maybe a little looser than that. Yeah. Like a pancake batter. If you can see that. Now, over here, bring it up a little closer. To this, I'm going to add 1 egg. some hot sauce. Mix all that together. That's what it looks like. Now, in my bag here, I got skinless chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs that I pound out just to flatten them out. And I got my flour. Now in this flour, I'm going to add some touch of love. You add what you want to add. Season your flour. You know, whatever you put in your flour, put it in your flour. This is your seasoned flour. Give it a good shake. Turn your grease on so it can start heating up. That's the sweet potatoes. Cabbage is ready. As soon as oil get ready, I'll drop it. Hold on, be back. Okay, we're gonna take our chicken out and lay it in the mixture. Lay it in our seasoned flour. Let's come over to the grease. You get another one. Got another one to put in. Okay, and there's our crackling. It's boiling. Hold on. Okay, our water is boiling with our crackling. Our crackling is ready. Now I'm going to add my cornmeal. Like I said, I'm not going to make a lot. So I'm just kind of shaking in a little cornmeal. And a little bit more. So you're shaking enough till it kind of comes together. It's like hot water cornbread. So it kind of looks like that. You see as I fry it. I'm going to bring my skillet over. Put some oil in the skillet. You don't want to cook it too fast because you want it to brown and cook all the way through. Oh, and I did add some red pepper to the cabbage off camera. Just waiting on my grease to get hot. Okay. Now you want to spoon it out. And because this is pork skin there, you have to watch it. Because it might do some popping. Because of the skins that's in it. Give you a closer look. So I'll bring you back when it's time to turn it. Okay, I just turned my chicken fried steaks over. They're looking good. Now I'm about to turn the crackling bread over. See how they're looking. Okay. Back in a minute. Okay, I've taken up my first set of chicken fried steaks. Now I'm going to put my onions and green peppers in with these last two. Chicken fried steaks. And I'm going to take up my this is my crackling cornbread. Okay, I'll be back in a minute and make some gravy. Okay, to these onions and green peppers, I done added some flour, my oil, and I'm going to add a pack of Lipton onion soup mix, a little beef bouillon, add this water here. Okay, I'm going to stir up this gravy here. And then I'm going to plate it. You're cooking that flour. I always make a roux. That way you don't have no flour lump. You cook down your flour. Add your water. Bring that to a boil. And a little more water. I like a lot of black pepper. Let that gravy come to a boil. And I'll be back and plate it up. Okay, here's the finished plate. Chicken fried steak, cabbage, crackling cornbread, and fried sweet potatoes. Hold on, we're gonna sit. Okay, so country fried steak, cabbage, crackling bread, and hidden under there is the fried sweet potatoes. Whew. Vinegar. I like it on my cabbage. I like it on greens. I like it on cabbage. And yeah, it's been in the fridge. Getting cold. Did you hear that? So let's see what this is all talking about. Let me speak with the Lord. Amen. Amen. I'm going to taste the cabbage first because the star of this video is the crackling bread. Get the pepper shot here. So, I would eat the crackling. I got to hold up. Okay. Cabbage. Always offer some. Have some. I don't want to forget my manners. Oh. Okay. I'm going to take another bite of that. The green peppers in it. I'm going to let you see that again. You see that green pepper in it? Oh. This is what crackling cornbread looks like. I don't know if you can see the skins is in it. You hear that crunch? It ain't got that good smoke like I like it. It'll do. You see the skins in it? Maybe my lighting is not good. Chicken fried steak with gravy. There's the chicken. Nice and tender. I'll taste it again. Chicken is tender than beef, so you know. Fried sweet potatoes. Yeah. Fried sweet potato. See? Yes, Lord. Chicken. These cabbage. Yeah. If you never tried Cracklin cornbread, try it. But if you can get some good smoky crack, it would set your eyes. Ooh, nice and cold right out the refrigerator. Oh. For those of y'all who've been watching my videos, y'all all know I have a bad back. Well, a funny thing happened. Last Sunday, I came home from church and couldn't hardly turn my neck. So, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry about that. A funny thing happened. As I said, when I got home from church, I couldn't hardly turn my neck. So my son made an appointment for me to get a massage. So I thought it was just going to be a neck and shoulder. It was a full body massage. Well, I went to it, which was the very next day, that Monday. The massage went fine. The only thing is, It was a full body massage. I said, what? Well, I was okay with it. Never had one before, and it was lovely. I mean, the whole atmosphere, the music, and the whole setup was nice. When I got ready to leave, had to get dressed. Could not stand up. Could not walk. Back was out. Had to be taken out. Yeah. Couldn't raise my leg up to even put my clothes back on. Isn't that crazy? Went there for a massage. I had to be taken out. Well, there's a sore spot in my back, and she says, well, you got a knot in your back. And every time she touched, I said, oh, that's tender. And, but the whole massage was good. Who knew when I got ready to leave, I wasn't going to be able to walk. Well, long story short, I went to the doctor a couple of days ago. And he was telling me about my problem with my back. Apparently, I have a disc that moves. And every time it moves, it gets on some nerves, which sets up paralysis and makes my back lock. And apparently, I was born with it, and waited till I got this old to start bothering me. Or it may have been coming on all along, and I just didn't notice it. Well, now, every so often, Old Tennessee North back locks. If I lay too long on my back, it locks. If I lay on my stomach, it locks. If I stand too long, it locks. If I sit too long, it locks. Yeah, so there's no win situation for me. And so, that was the funny story I wanted to tell you. That I went for a body massage and couldn't walk when I got ready to leave. So, isn't that crazy? Only me. Walked in and had to be taken out. Yeah. So, with that being said, my mother had a saying, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't wait to step and do the shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't wait till you get too old and say, I wish I had it done, coulda done, woulda done, shoulda done. Don't do it. You'll never know what shape you're going to get in. And me, I've had good life. I've done, went, did. Yeah, I've enjoyed my life. And I still got some life to go. Old Tennessee North going to be 60. Her birthday come October. Yeah. And, ooh, I got some living to do. Yeah. I always wanted to go to Jamaica. I went there. I always wanted to take a cruise. Did that. And take another one. Wanted to go to Vegas. Did that. And I just done been a lot of places. New Orleans. I've been from coast to coast. Tennessee North takes a vacation, and I just did things, and always took my kids on vacation, and yeah, I ain't giving up on life, and life ain't gonna give up on me, and that's what I want you to do. Don't give up on life, and life ain't gonna give up on you. Now this thing that happened here in Nashville, it's crazy. It's crazy. Those people in Nashville. Now, the town that I live in, it's not a big town. But you don't have to live in a big town for something to happen. But you got people of all walks of life. And you never know who's walking beside you, behind you, in front of you. You got to watch them all. And what I try to do is pray for them all. Pray for myself as well. Yeah. You can't live life scared. And you can't live life not scared. Yeah. See, I came up in a time we didn't have police at schools and we didn't worry about stuff like that. But then again, they didn't sell high-power rifles and stuff like that to individuals. The military had them. Yeah. I'm glad I came up in the time when I came up. They had the type of childhood I had. We played outside. We didn't stay in the house and play video games. There wasn't no such thing. You rode bicycles. You played hopscotch and hide and go seek, and you ran and you got exercise. And yeah. Played baseball and kickball and drink out the hose pipe, and we run in and out the house, and you know, you took off your school clothes and you look forward to summer. Yeah, and your friends you had in school, you look forward to summer to be with them in the summer, and you look forward to being with them in school the following year. We didn't have all that drugs, and we fought. But we played again the next day. A couple of hours later. Yeah. These kids, they don't play the next day. Some don't get to play at all. Whatever was going through this young lady's mind, there's no excuse. Those kids, those people didn't deserve it. And all these mass shootings, those people didn't deserve it. We live in a strange time. Yeah. Well, today's video, it's about that crackling bread. It's something from the past. Yep. Something from the past. And this Coke right here, when I was growing up, it was a glass bottle. I think the recipe was different too. Yeah. Tasted a little better when I was a kid. Yeah. It was addicted then too. Yeah. My mother, 16-ounce Coke. Yeah. That's where I got it from. Yeah. So, I'm going to end this video here. And I want to thank you for listening to me and let me visit with you again. And watch out for one another. And I'm going to see you on the next video. Bye now. Oh, hold up. Somebody wanted to know what type of mixer I had. Hold on. Let me get that for you. Hold on. Okay. Here it is. It's called Buy Well. Yeah. I got it from Amazon. And I think it was like, it's less than $100. Maybe 89, maybe. Yeah. I've had it a couple years. Yeah. Buy Well. B-I whale. It's got a whale's tail on it. There you go. Okay. I just want to make sure I told whoever asked about it. Yeah. Amazon.